afternoon, everybody, or good evening, or good morning, whatever it is to you when you watch this or listen to it. I am Tony, your ever humble host, or party animal host, should I say, rocking and rolling here. And, of course, I got with me my co-host, as always, Dr. G.
Woohoo! How's it going?
Hey, I'm doing alright, just partying it up and having some geek time, Geek Talk. So, been kind of a geeky week for me. I've actually done a fair amount of watching geek stuff and been taking today, I'm actually kind of flipping, I'm just kind of happy that came out today. There's actually something geeky came out. And that would be Guardians of the Galaxy trailer.
Guardians
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 trailer.
Woohoo!
I loved it.
You love it?
Yes, I did.
Woohoo!
Do you need a hug?
Do you need a hug?
No. Oh, you're going to hug me anyway. Okay, you didn't really have to do that.
And Baby Groot. Baby Groot!
Baby Groot. I am Groot.
Make the galaxy Groot again! That's what he said.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gamora.
Yeah, Gamora's hot.
Her pulling that sword out like that? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
she's doing something there.
Yeah, she's ready to kick some butt, that's for sure. Then
She's
she starts
kicking
running
butt,
like
yeah.
it was nothing.
I wonder where she is.
That's a good question.
Is she around her, her whatever father, whatever, her fake father?
I'm not for sure who she is around. I'm not... I know that at the end of the first Guardians of the Galaxy, if you have not seen it yet, well, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, you guys are missing it. You gotta see the first one.
It actually had Thanos.
Thanos is her fake father.
Right. So, actually,
and
no,
he does play a role. He does play more a role in this one than in Volume 1.
Right. I think he's going to have a little more to do with this one than he did the last one.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the fact that I think he's going to be hiding a little bit more in each one. I mean, I haven't seen... Doctor Strange comes out this fall here. I plan on hopefully seeing it. And with that, it might actually happen to where we might see Thanos in that because of the fact of the Infinity Gems.
Yeah, it has something to do with the gems.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think by the time Infinity War comes, we're going to find that he's going to be close to being in almost every single movie from here on out.
You think so?
I think so. I think he have at least some part of it.
Mm-hmm.
He might be at the end of it or something, but I think he's going to have... it's going to be basically a top-down war to find out.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, though. Marvel is kicking things into overdrive in this stuff. Mm-hmm. So, I'm kind of excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I thought the trailer, I mean, they actually did the hooked on a feeling. I mean, it would be wrong of them to... it would be kind of strange if they didn't do that.
I'm waiting for the playlist to come out. Woohoo!
Oh, yeah. Everybody's going to be looking forward to that.
I wonder if he's going to be putting, it was like 70s and 80s and some early 90s music. I wonder if he's going to put some real stuff in. Rock and roll, baby.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Like White Snake.
A little bit of White Snake. How about a little
like
AC/DC?
Lover Boy. Yeah, a little Lover Boy.
And you can't have the 80s music without a little bit of Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, so he's going to put some Guns N' Roses in there?
Or better yet, some Foreigner.
That's old school, dude. They do heavy metal? No, I want metal.
No, I don't think they did any metal.
Well, Thrawn's playlist. Yeah. Thrawn's chillax playlist there.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I look forward to this one. It's actually got a really good feel to it.
I got a feeling. Oh, sorry.
It also has a story to it. It has Dave Bautista's character talking about it. It starts out as there are those who can dance and those who can't. Star-Lord's like, yeah, I know. Say it. Yes, I can dance, and Gamora doesn't dance. Kind of like trying to tell him that he can't, that him and Gamora are not compatible because of the fact that he's a dancer, she's not.
He's saying that because she's that evil green woman that he doesn't like.
Well,
you need a hug.
Exactly. I mean, it's like,
oh, will you shut up? No, just kidding.
It's like, be quiet. Let it be. But
what got me about that is that they're nearly the same height. I thought Peter Quill was smaller than what's his name?
Batista?
Dave Bautista's character.
Oh, yeah. I think it was mainly it looked like that. He was smaller or taller than...
Mm-hmm. They're both tall. They're both very, very tall. So.
I think that it was just the camera angles.
Yeah.
So...
Let's see. What's his name?
Dave Bautista. Dave Bautista.
But his character is something else. So, he is 6'6". Wow.
Right.
He's been married a lot. Wow. I didn't think he would be that much.
Oh, yeah. He's been married a few times.
3 times.
So.
He didn't have any kids. So. Oh, well. That's all right.
But yeah, he's a pretty good sized guy, so.
He is 6'6", and his character is Drax.
Drax, that's what it is.
Drax.
Yeah. It's very good trailer. I think it's going to be a heck of a movie.
And what's his name is not that much shorter than him. He's 6'2", I think. Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt is playing Peter Quill.
Yeah, he's the lead.
Yep.
Thought we were supposed to eat you! I was gonna eat you! Nobody eats anybody! Ah!
The question I'm having is, there's 2 extra characters here.
New ones?
New characters. Are they enemies or are they friends? Allies?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm looking at it because we got a guy in the picture that Zoe Saldana shared on her Twitter today. Mm-hmm. It has Drax, Peter Quill, and Zoe Saldana, which is Gamora,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then 2 other characters.
Mm-hmm.
They're not Rocket, I know that.
No.
could one of them be her sister from the last movie?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. It's on her thing. Zoe Saldana.
It's on her. She shared it on her Twitter account today.
Okay.
Yeah, I am surprised, which is kind of surprising for me. Yeah, because it looks like a guy with a mohawk, a metal mohawk or a fin on top of his head.
Oh, that's what's his name. He got additions.
Oh, you got new additions, huh?
New
accessories.
Upgrade. Rondu.
Oh, Rondu got some new accessories, huh?
Yeah, and that's her sister. What's her name? Nebula.
That's what I was
And she's
thinking.
mad. She's mad at both of them, probably as usual.
Probably.
So that's what they're turning away. But Rondu got an addition. You know how like he had a firelight on top of his head or something?
I think something like that.
So he got an addition. And then Nebula, didn't she fall into a ship?
That's why I thought she didn't make it the last series.
No, I think she fell into a ship and flew it and took it from one of the Nova Guard or whatever the good guys.
Okay.
And kicked him out. Just threw him out of like, hey,
So,
no,
but that's actually pretty. I think it's going to be a good movie to watch.
I think it'll be a nice addition, and it'll be like Empire Strikes Back.
Right. So, yes, we'll go on to something else. I'm still catching up on The Flash. The CW's Flash is in season 3. And let's see here. I haven't got caught up on it, so I'm kind of behind on it. But they actually brought in Jesse Wells on the team now.
Yes.
I've kind of got that knowledge of who that is.
So what do they call it? I think they're calling it something called Flashpoint.
The new Rogues. Well, Flashpoint was in season 2 here.
Okay, so it's called the New Rogues. Anyway, so they all don't know the Flash, and what his reality and his story. So he's trying to tell this new story and repair all the relationships he's had, and it's kind of like, that is the problem. And the Reverse Flash told him, you can't be doing this, back up everything when you do it.
Right, I'm on season 2, so.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe Flashpoint was in season 2 here. Was the actual episode here. Flashback versus Zoom, back to normal. Rupture. Runaway dinosaur. Race of his life. Oh, Flashpoint was the first episode of season 3.
Yes.
So the New Rogues is the newest episode.
Yes. Yes.
So
I haven't seen the newest episode because I just haven't seen the newest episode. I'm sorry. I'm not perfect. You can spank me later.
But I'm still behind. I'm behind on some of this, so hopefully.
Catch up! Come on, catch up!
Well, I can only do so much without cable. No, the last episode
People have to give you the Honda hookup. Woohoo!
Yeah, you might have to. But let me get caught up on season 2 here. By finishing up season 2. So. But, yeah. I actually have been impressed with the series so far. So. But one thing we gotta talk about. We both did live tweets during different ways. This
Different
last
times.
Mondays. Gotham.
Yes.
Wow, what an episode.
Gotham is... Woo,
Getting really dark and wicked and gritty.
and mad.
Exactly.
Like mad crazy. Mad crazy.
First we have Nigma trying to be friends with Butch and Riddler.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Nigma trying to help Cobblepot, or first, basically, it's kind of corny how they, kind of confusing how they did the backstabbing. First,
They what?
okay, I'm gonna call it the different ways of backstabbing.
Okay.
Okay, so we got Nigma. Temp was saying that he was backstabbing Penguin by hiring Butch and the Red Hood. Then we had Butch show up at the party wearing a red hood and turning on his boss, basically backstabbing Penguin. Well, then we had Vaz backstabbing, going behind and shooting Butch, basically thus making the Riddler, Nigma, be the leader of the backstabbing of Butch.
It's like the leaders of the backstabbers. The backstabbers.
And then basically saying that he did it for Cobblepot.
And it's I love you, and I love you, and I love you, and I
It's
love
like,
you.
what the heck? How many different ways can you...
How many
Double cross.
different ways can you backstab? That's criminals for you.
Right.
So now, who
basically,
is the chick? Not Babs, but who's the other chick? I know what she does and who she used to work for.
Babs is Bruce's, or not Bruce's, but Gordon's.
Barbara Gordon.
Barbara. Yeah, Babs is Barbara Gordon. Used to be, or would be Barbara. Then you got Leslie Tompkins. And
Is that who she is?
That's the doctor. That's another former one of.
Oh,
that's the one that's marrying Falcone's son.
Yeah. and like he's like, as amount of F's I give, I don't care. Marry this SOB. I'm trying not to curse here. But James Gordon, he's like, I don't care if you marry a dumb whatever, a dummy.
I don't care if you marry the gangster's son.
Yeah.
So and then we got.
He like, I don't care, dude.
I'm just trying to think here. The girlfriend that he's with now.
Valerie Vale. She's
Valerie
the aunt
Vale. She's
Vicky Vale.
Right. So, but yeah, it's, and even Bruce is like,
paradise.
Bruce is like, maybe you should take your own advice after James takes and gives, Jim Gordon tries to give him advice about Selena. It's like,
well, at any rate, it was like Ivy now all grewed up. Ooh, she's all grewed up now.
yeah, and she hits up on Cat, making it like, and
so
Cat,
she was given like one of the people for what's her name, Fish Mooney, one of the mutant people, touched the young
right.
little Ivy girl, and grew her up. Now she has boobs. So it grew her up real fast, and now she's hitting on everybody.
She's 20-some years old now.
Yeah, she's a fine 27. You know, it's like even Jim Gordon was like, I tapped that. No, I just went there.
But the thing is, Kat is trying to figure out who that is.
She can't. And
Well,
Bruce Wayne looked at her and it was like, she way out of my league, but I don't care. But I've never heard of Poison Ivy liking Bruce Wayne to any level. I mean, she may play with him, but
actually,
she don't like him.
I talked about this on the live tweet. Is Ivy didn't exactly have much of a liking toward Bruce.
Oh, you think it's the other way around?
I don't think there was any real affection, really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because of the fact that, really, Bruce, they actually blamed her father got killed by the police.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All because of the fact that he had, should I say, run-ins or had ties to Bruce's parents' death.
Oh, okay.
So
she's been saltier ever since.
I think in a way that she don't remember very much of her she was.
After shock, quote unquote.
Right, after that growth spurt.
Yeah, we can call it, she was given Miracle Grow.
Okay, we'll call it the Miracle Grow. But basically, she's trying to figure out who she actually is.
Well, I think she knows she's Ivy, but she doesn't know, okay, now this is different.
Right. She still knows her name and all that, and she likes plants. But if you looked on the last episode, or the one before where she first was introduced,
yeah,
she didn't exactly know where she came from, exactly.
No, she don't know what happened.
Exactly, and she knows she likes plants, which is why she was looking at the plants in the guy's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And
the guy was trying to get some.
Exactly, but yeah, it's a matter of how much knowledge. I mean, she probably remembers Kat to an extent, but not to where she remembers her as her best friend.
I don't know. I think she remembers her, but it's like Kat. It's like, was I that tiny? Because if I met a younger person than me, I kick my butt. I would. I'd be like, shut up! Stop crying!
Right, but yeah, like I say, I think this is a really good season so far, and I look for it to keep going.
Yeah, it is pretty mad, like crazy mad.
Exactly, and I actually
and
on the live tweet,
Babs is taking it to a whole new level.
I actually on the live tweet mentioned this is Ed Nigma tacked the suit that the Red Hoods were going to be having, connected them to Butch. I mentioned this in the live tweet and tagged the guy who does the voice of does the Riddler,
the actor
who does Riddler, and he liked the tweet.
Woohoo!
He
It's what we live for.
So yes, I am enjoying this live tweeting, and I'm planning on continuing to do it. So, and I'm also looking to get back in doing the live videos a little more. In fact,
yeah,
my next live video is going to be a week or 2 weeks from this coming Sunday. I am going to be taking and doing a live video for Halloween night, or not exactly Halloween night, but for the night before Halloween. It'll be the Geek
Alright.
Talk Halloween special.
Woohoo!
So if you're around for that, come join us. I'm gonna make an event for it, and I'm sure Gina will share it around for me, and we'll get it going. I'm looking to show how you can make different costumes. Maybe if you need to, you can, and on a cheap. How to do it cheap. I mean, so it's going to be interesting. I look forward to doing it. And we do talk a little bit about anime. You know what Dragon Ball Z is.
Yes, I
And
do,
they
but I
actually
don't watch
have
it.
Dragon Ball Super. It's called. They have a new series called Dragon Ball Super. It's the simulcast. An English simulcast is beginning this coming Saturday. I haven't actually watched it myself, so. But yeah, that's actually really cool. And I haven't watched the Ghostbusters yet. So I've kind of been behind on my movies.
Oh no.
Marvel actually has announced an ongoing Iceman series in comic books.
Oh. Yeah.
It's basically going to be kind of a spin-off of the X-Men series. So he's actually going to be having his own actual solo comic book series. It's going to be called. It has actually started off as Iceman #1. So I'm thinking maybe I might have to go to a local comic book store, and order that. So, but basically this is what the new book is, the first series to be announced as part of the upcoming Resurrection event, with X being in capital letters. So, which will follow the Death of X storyline. So basically, it's a storyline that's basically come off the Death of X storyline has just begun. So that's actually going to be fun. Iceman was actually one of my favorite characters growing up. So
Really?
believe it or not, I
What was
loved
Firestorm?
Firestorm. She was actually she wasn't. I think that she was also an X-Men at one point. I wasn't a big fan of hers exactly, but I loved Iceman. Because I believe in Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. If you haven't ever seen it, it's an old 1980s TV series that took place back in the 80s that was on network television. And
Saturday morning cartoons.
Exactly. Back when they actually...
They don't have Saturday morning cartoons anymore. That's unfortunate.
Right. But basically, Iceman, Spider-Man, and Firestorm created a team of 3 superheroes. And every so often they'd have other superheroes join them or whatnot. And they
had the awesome sounds for their little superpowers when they turned on.
Oh yeah, they actually... You even seen Iceman change how he changed. He took and used turned himself into a block of ice. And...
He had all the little bridges that he'd be sliding up on.
Exactly. He'd be sliding on bridges and all that, and using his ice powers to freeze stuff, of course.
Yeah.
And, looks like I'm having... Still here?
Yep.
Okay, apparently something went with Skype. It made the sound...
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I'm hearing you all right. Talk again.
Yep.
Okay, we were still recording, so just had to make sure, because as long as I can keep going with Skype here for the moment for a little bit yet, we will keep recording. Um,
So us old bees, like 1980s, that was a good flick.
right, that was good. I enjoyed it, and it was one of those things that I can't argue with. It was a good
Back
thing.
in the day.
Right. So, alright, let me see if I can't, because it's being goofy with the Skype here. It says I'm not signed in.
Oh, I don't know. You're still on my Skype, so.
So, must be a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, it just has you. Oh, yeah. Do you like John Wick? Or have you ever seen the first movie?
I haven't, no.
Okay, so when you get a chance, and maybe it's on Netflix, I think it was, the movie is John Wick, and it's Keanu Reeves, even though you may hate him. Just try to get through the movie. If you can't, you have to get to the part where the bad guy says, "Oh," and then you'll understand everything. You don't need to understand anything after that.
Right.
And then there's John Wick 2, and they're trying for that. And it's like, why you messing with John Wick? That just shouldn't mess with him anymore. And then Morpheus comes up and you can't just seem to stay retired, huh? And it's kind of funny because you're like, hey, this is the Matrix.
Something that is interesting, I just reading this now, is a company called Razer. You know what THX is, right?
THS?
X.
Oh, THX, the sound.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucasfilm actually had that. Lucasfilm
Yeah,
THX.
it's ILM.
Well, I guess they
Lucasfilm
actually
made it up.
I see they actually on this article, Razer is a company that actually bought George Lucas's audio company.
Oh, they just bought it.
Yeah.
I'll have to get that one and share it.
Interesting turn of
I didn't
events
know
today.
it wasn't.
THX
I didn't know it was for
bought
sale.
by hardcore gaming company Razer, known for their gaming accessories and devices. The co-founder of and CEO of Razer, Ming Liang Tan, revealed the acquisition in an interview with Business Insider.
How much did it cost?
It gave no details on how much they bought THX for.
It's worth a lot.
Oh, I'm sure. But basically all of THX's key staff and employees will remain intact, and it will be completely separate from Razer. So, which means it'll still be part of Lucasfilm, I'm sure. But yeah, it's actually interesting that it got bought out, but
It's not all of THX. It's just some of the things that they have.
probably
Some parts.
like their gaming stuff.
Yeah, the part of it. It's a majority of THX limited assets. So, if they have the gaming, yeah, but, we all know how easy or hard it is to have sound on a lot of these things. And, what is the sound quality that you want? And THX is a different sound quality that wasn't around long time, 33
right.
years
Basically,
ago.
it said that he assured that this transaction means Razer will acquire a huge amount of intellectual property, and that THX can seek agreements with other product makers, service providers, and financial partners apart from Razer and audio technology. So basically, they're ensuring that Razer becomes more than just a gaming business, but an entertaining one as well. So it's actually pretty cool. I look forward to seeing what they can do. It's video gaming and it's bringing up audio to include that. So,
So Razer only has 125 million in funding to take over this company if it wanted it to. And it's valued, the company Razer is valued at 1.5 billion. So
right.
THX is not
Razer.
THX is not 1.5 billion. It's just how much do you want to pay for a percentage for the items that they're going to purchase.
Exactly. I mean, it'll at least get them into more.
Yeah.
So, I look forward to that.
Hmm.
I mean, you can't go wrong with buying something that George Lucas himself created.
Mm-hmm.
So, and as far as Star Wars news, it's actually, I watched Rebels. I enjoyed this episode. Not one of
Mm-hmm.
their better episodes, but I mean, it kind of gave a idea as to who Thrawn is.
Well, for those who are astute in who Thrawn is in general, yes, it did show basically how Lucasfilm is going to play this Thrawn card that they have.
Right. So.
And I think, like I said before, that there are fans that really know Thrawn, and then there are fans that don't know who Thrawn is at all, and there are fans who are strict
Expanded universe.
well, no, there are fans who are strict Star Wars Rebels, and only what they see is on Star Wars Rebels is relevant. And I'm going to tell you right now, being in the Get Thrawn In campaign and doing the kinds of things that we've been doing, the way that they're playing Thrawn is almost literally out of the Expanded Universe or Legends books. They are literally taking most parts of him from the books. I'd say about 80%, maybe 90%.
Right.
And they have to upgrade him, of course. You got to have the upgrades, but they have kept to the personality of Thrawn, the mentality of Thrawn. They added one new part that I'm like, why would he do that? But, you know, it's just to tell the story, to add to the story, and those are that thing. But most people are hyped about Rogue One. Are you hyped about Rogue One?
Oh, I'm ready for it.
It needs to play, yeah. And then they're said that there's going to be more information. The Force Awakens 3D is coming out and has more annotations from the director. And
Right.
there are some controversies there if you're in the fandom of The Force Awakens and you're a certain type of fan, which is like, this is kind of useless. Don't be that kind of fan. So, you know, there's a lot of things that are going on in terms of what's coming out in terms of media consumption. I think that VR game is just going to be awesome. I wish I would like to play that stuff, but I can't see in virtual reality, so...
Well, as long as I can wear my glasses, but then for me, virtual 3D, even just plain 3D, I can still see the lines and stuff.
Oh, and the Tor has a new component to it. I forgot what they call that storyline that they just brought up with the little girl. And it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think I've seen it. It's like with the princess
No,
type
it's
thing, or like
it's
queen.
no, it's oh gosh, you would ask. I want to know what they call it. They call it, this storyline that they're pursuing looks, I don't know about the combat of it, but I think it's they're going to bring out Shay Vizsla. That's nice. Oh, Eternal Throne. So the Eternal Throne as a story has just come out. Don't know how it plays because I don't play these games. I just like watching it.
Right. So, but yeah, I myself am still playing the old stuff. So, but
and
yeah, it's actually pretty good. The new games are coming out. They're decent. I haven't played much of the Old Republic itself, as much as I like Knights of the Old Republic. So, but yeah, I even actually gained a new action figure for the Star Wars collection.
You did? What you gained?
I gained a couple of them, actually. I gained the new Black Series Ahsoka.
Ahsoka! Oh, and the Ahsoka book came out. Make sure you check that out, please.
Yep. And then I also acquired myself a Jerail. From the Legends universe.
That one, we were just talking about her. Oh
yeah.
My God. Swag was just talking about her. Like, what is she? Where is she from? Who is she really?
Yeah, Jerail.
Yeah, what's her last name? Jerail. Oh, I forgot her last name. But I know who you're talking about.
She is actually an Arcanian offshoot.
Arcanian offshoots aren't Arcanian still.
Yes, she's a female offshoot.
Yeah, offshoots are like, they can do anything.
Right.
Born on Yesa.
Right.
So her main genetic background is Arcanians. They have white hair, and they look like elves.
Right.
But when you say offshoot means several different things. It could be that she came out of clones because it's thought that the Munes, long time ago, thousands of years ago, took Arcanians and Ichani and a couple other people and just mixed them up.
Right. But yes, I actually acquired this action figure from someone who I wish she didn't have to give up, but because she goes through enough with her life as it is, but she sold it to me and I got it in the mail. I actually got it in the mail, so...
This is eBay?
No, this was actually a private sale.
Oh, just private? Okay.
Yep. But,
so
yes.
Someone had her, and she said, I need to sell this, and you said, okay.
Exactly. Since I had the miniature of her, of Jerail, it makes sense for me to get the actual figure of Jerail.
And so the person that really destroyed her in the beginning of her story, his name was, he was a Zeltron, and his name was Antos Wyrick. Didn't he turn into what the Mandalorians called?
Rather than pop it up again here.
I think so. He turned into the Moggle, because he do the experiments on yeah, he do Czar. Demogol. Demogol. I can't say it. Demogol. Thank you. So he turned into Demogol. And he did these evil experiments on Mandalorians. And to this point, Mandalorians do not like him. They hate him.
Right. But Zane Carrick, who I also have the miniature of, for the battle.
So you got your Zane Carrick.
Yes, it's too bad they didn't actually make an actual figure.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually have his actual miniature in my collection. And that miniature was one of my first ones.
No, really?
Oh, yeah. He has been in my collection since the day I started playing Star Wars miniatures.
Oh, wow.
I actually got him in my first couple of booster packs.
Mm-hmm.
And he's helped me out. His abilities on the cards and stuff. Oh, that's helped me out quite a few times. So I was glad to get him and have him still in my collection. So, but yeah, I might have to see about making a custom figure of Zane.
Mhm.
So,
I would like to see her come back in some form, but I don't know how she would come back.
right. That's the thing is some of these you don't know how to come back.
I mean, they have a lot of comics of her and the kinds of things that she do, but it's like, okay, well, something
Right.
would have to change about her. Although the girl who played the one of the main characters in Star Trek, they did a really good makeup job on her, and so maybe that could be a way that Star Wars or Lucasfilm or Disney can justify it. Well, Paramount did it, so we can too. Sometimes that's how they think.
Right. So,
And she doesn't. She's so non-human looking that if you go outside alien look, they really like that. But
right. But yeah, I might have to look into because I have the Star Wars miniature of him, and it wouldn't be too hard to turn an Anakin Skywalker into a Zane Carrick
you
figure.
think so?
I don't think it would be too hard because of the fact that he's got about the same length of hair and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's hard to say. We'll have to see what I can come up with.
But that's a nice score. Good for you.
So
I wish I was into miniatures and stuff like that. I just am not.
well, see, mine is the Jarail is an actual figure, and now I also have the miniature too. I've had the miniature for a while. So, but I actually got the Zane back when I first started miniatures because of the fact that people are like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. You got Zane." I was like, "Okay, cool." I didn't know much about him, but I read his abilities and I liked him. So, yeah, he's a fringe. I can put him in any army too. So it's not like I can put him and Jarail in any army. So it was pretty cool. I could put him with Darth Bane. So yeah, it was fun. It's been fun with him and having him, and really fun to play the Star Wars miniatures. Wish I could play it more often now, but it's not as easy to, should I say, do the whole Star Wars miniatures as much as it used to be.
Yeah.
Because there ain't no place to play.
Yeah, people that play it.
Exactly. So, but anyways, I think that pretty much covers the news for this week and all that. So, if you're ever looking for Gina, you can always find her at any of the Star Wars Actors Guild's 77 stuff or Swag 77.
Yep, Facebook, Twitter,
Exactly.
Google Plus, WordPress, Tumblr, all of them. If you look, you can find me.
As far as for the Geek Talk stuff, you can always find me on the Facebook page at Geek Talk 1 on Facebook.com. Or you can also find me on Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter at Geek Talk 01, which basically is my Twitter account. And basically, you can always email us geektalk1, or actually it's just geektalk at techie.com. So, until next week, everybody, keep your feet on the ground and keep aiming for those stars.